Hi there, I'm Peter Millard and this is 10 Minute Workshop, where 10 minutes in the workshop is never enough, it's never 10 minutes and it's never 10 minutes wasted. In this week's workshop, we're going to be making a small decorative display column. So whether you want to show off the family silver, your kids' craft work, or just have somewhere handy to keep the TV remote, that's coming right up. I've had the body of the column cut already, and here I'm carefully cutting the top and base to size, then marking out the domino positions. With everything marked, it's an easy job to cut the domino mortises. Then we start the glue up, mating the base to the narrower sides, before clamping it up, adding a clamping square into one corner just because we can. So the first glue up is done and out of the way. I'm going to take these clamps off, give it a tidy up, and then I'm going to fit a piece of this. This is lead flashing. It's a piece I had left over from a job. It's the kind of thing you fit into a wall where it abuts, where a roof abuts a wall or something like that. Stop the rain getting in. It's just a heavy, soft lead, and it's just a scrap I had left over from a job. So I'm just going to fix that to the base of the column. But in order to do that, we'll get the clamps out of the way first. The lead is simply fixed to the base of the column with screws. I'm using my usual 5x30mm dominoes and glue to fix the sides of the column, and I'm working quickly as this glue sets pretty fast. With the work unclamped, I can scrape off any excess glue squeeze, then give all the faces a thorough sanding, taking care not to round over any edges. So that's cleaned up pretty well. The edges on this are pretty good. They pull in nice and tight when you get a nice flush edge with a domino in there. The glue line holds pretty well. But I'm going to run some 2-pack resin over these joins just to help seal it up a little bit. I tend to think that it's going off to be sprayed. The painters will do their job from the priming side of things, but it's my job to get it prepped as good as I can, as if I was painting it, and I'd want a little bit of 2-pack on those joins, so I'll do that now. So next task is to machine the profile for the skirting board, the baseboard. This is the same as I use for the raised panel, so I'm using my panel raising bit. You can go off. So I'm using my panel raising bit in the router table, router bench, and I don't have a sample of what I did before. I've got some measurements, so I just need to run a few tests to make sure that they're the right sort of dimension. Then I can run everything through. After a couple of tests, I remembered that I cut this profile in 2 passes, moving the fence back by 12mm to increase the height of the profile. And with that figured out, it's an easy job to run everything through. By now, the 2-pack resin has set and can be sanded back nice and smooth on all sides. So with everything sanded back nice and smooth, all the joins filled and looking rather lovely, all that's left now, the only job left is to cut and fit the baseboard, the skirting board here. We'll do that on the miter saw, and we'll get that fitted in the usual way. I know this column is square, so all miters are simple 45 degrees, and I'm offering up a cut piece, marking it and cutting again. To make the glue up easier, I've clamped the sides in place while I pin the front section, then work my way around. A dab of filler and some careful sanding finishes everything up. Okay, well, the last of our bits of hand sanding done, that's pretty much complete. That's just about ready to go and paint. So that's it for the workshop this week. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it useful. If you did, give it a thumbs up, share it amongst your friends, and do consider subscribing. Don't forget, you can also support me on Patreon at www.patreon.com/10-minute workshop. And thanks so much to all those folks who do support me through the Patreon process. One more thing, how about a question of the day? If you're making one of these decorative columns, what are you going to use it for? Let me know in the comments below. That's it for this week. I'll see you next time. Take care.